Mr. White. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Congratulations on your new car.
Well, thank you very much.
As we're finalizing the last of the paperwork for the car lease, I'd like to ask you a few questions if that's okay.
Sure, no problem.
How much driving do you do in a week? And what kind of conditions are the roads that you drive on?
I guess I drive about 80 miles round trip every day, so about 400 miles a week. They're doing construction on a lot of the roads I used to get to work and back, so the conditions kind of vary.
Wow, that is a lot of miles every day. Between the mileage and the road conditions, how much wear and tear do you think that you get on your car? Do you think that it's a normal amount or more than normal?
Probably more than normal. Aside from the mileage, the construction's already caused me to get a couple of chips and cracks on the windshield replaced from flying rocks off the back of the rock hauler trucks.
Well, there's an expectation of a car's condition when it's returned at the end of the lease. And it sounds like you may have repairs you'll have to make prior to turning it in, or you'll have to pay the dealership to have them fixed. Would you be interested in a protection plan that will help you cover these costs so you don't have to worry about them when you return the car in 2 years?
No, I don't think so. I really take good care of my cars, and beyond a few cracked windshields, I don't have any repairs.
I understand. I try to take good care of my cars as well, but I can't control other people's behavior. The other day I came out of the grocery store and somebody had let a shopping cart roll into my car and left a 5-inch scratch along the passenger door and a dent. There's some expectation of dings and scratches when a car returned. However, there is a size and quantity maximum before charges incur.
I thought dents and scratches were considered normal wear and tear. I didn't know there was restrictions on the number and size. But what are they?
Well, dings must be smaller than 2 inches in size, and there can't be more than 4 total. Scratches and dents must be less than 4 inches in size, and no more than 1 dent or 2 scratches per panel. Windshield cracks must be under a ½ inch in size. Anything over these is considered excess, and there will be a charge to fix them, or you'll have to fix them yourself before turning in the car. With the protection plan, dents and scratches and chipped parts are covered. Charges will be waived for a single event of excess wear that is less than $1,000. There's a similar restriction on interior wear.
I don't know, I'm not sure.
Well, the protection plan covers other things other than excess wear. It also includes excess mileage. You mentioned you drive at least 400 miles a week. The plan covers excess mileage charges up to $400.
Well, I'm not worried about going over on my mileage. I had to increase my allotted mileage to 42,000 for 2 years.
Oh, that's a great idea. Is that going to give you enough miles to do anything other than go back and forth to work? Let's do some math. If you drive 400 miles a week times 52, that's 20,800 miles a year. If you take that times 2 for the 2 years, then that comes to 41,600 miles. Will you and your family use this car to go on vacation, or will you drive it on the weekend running errands? If you're not planning to use the vehicle for anything other than transportation back and forth to work, then you'll be fine with the 42,000. However, in case you unexpectedly go over, the plan will help cover the overage.
Okay, well, tell me more about the plan. What else does it cover, and how much does it cost?
Well, here's a copy of the brochure. As you can see, the highlights of the plan include a $0 customer deductible, coverage of up to $5,000 if the vehicle is driven less than 25,000 miles per year, and $2,500 if the vehicle is driven $2,500 if the vehicle is driven over 25,000 miles per year. And charges are waived for a single event of excess wear that is less than $1,000.
Well, that sounds pretty good, but what's really covered on it and what's not covered?
The plan covers dents and scratches and chip parts, as well as interior stains and chipped glass. If there is any missing parts, such as an owner's manual or keys, as long as they're less than $150 each, they will be covered. The plan will not cover a single event or missing parts that are $150 or more, or any part added after the delivery of the car.
Well, exclusions appear to be reasonable. The items covered make sense, but how much is it going to cost?
The protection plan is $40 a month for the life of the lease, which is 24 months. So $40 times 24 comes to $960. Is this something you would be interested in?
I don't know. That sounds like a lot of money on the off chance that I might actually have some excessive wear.
I understand. Let me tell you this. Studies have shown that the average vehicle incurs about $1,800 in excess wear and tear expenses. By purchasing the protection plan, you're saving yourself the shock of finding this out at the end of the lease, and also the hassle of having to find a repair shop to repair the damage before you return the vehicle. Do you have any other concerns?
No, but I want to think it over and talk to my wife before I decide.
Absolutely, no problem. But may I ask you a couple more questions?
Sure.
You've stated your daily commute is 80 miles round trip. Is this correct?
That's correct.
You've also mentioned that you consistently drive in construction zones and you have already experienced damage you've had to make to your current vehicle due to the debris and other hazards. Is this accurate?
Yes.
Mr. White, this plan will provide coverage for the expenses you've already experienced and will probably incur while driving over the next 2 years. It will also save you the time and trouble of having to get any excess wear fixed before you can return the vehicle at the end of your lease. Would you like me to start the paperwork?
Yes, let's add it.
Great. While I'm gathering the paperwork, I wanted to mention another plan we offer you might want to consider considering your commute is through construction zones. This protection plan for tires and wheels will cover repair or replacement for flats and damaged wheels caused by road hazards.
That sounds like a good idea, but we'll have to pay for labor, and what's the deductible?
There's no deductible, and all expenses incurred while repairing or replacing the tires or wheels are covered. This includes parts, labor, mounting, balancing, valve stems, taxes, and proper disposal of non-repairable tires or wheels.
Okay, well, how much does it cost?
It's $50 a month for your 24-month lease, which totals to $1,200 over the life of the lease. How does that sound to you? Would you like me to include it in the paperwork?
I don't think so. Between the monthly payment for the car and now $40 protection plan, I can't afford to add anything else to my monthly payments.
I understand. Let me see if there's anything I can do to reduce the amount. How about if I can drop it down to $40 a month, which is a total of $960. Is this something you would like to add to provide protection?
Unfortunately, I just can't swing the extra money each month. I haven't had any tire problems driving to the construction zones, so I really can't justify the cost on the off chance that I may have to fix a tire.
Tires for this car typically cost $380 each, not counting the labor or the rims. How about if I can reduce the monthly cost to $30 a month with a total of $720 for the life of the lease? If you have to replace 2 tires within the 24 months, the plan has paid for itself. Would that work for you?
I think I can make that work. Okay, let's go ahead and add this as well.
Wonderful. Is there anything else I haven't covered that's important to you?
I was wondering about gap insurance. Is this something I should get for a lease vehicle?
All of our lease contracts have gap insurance built into them, so you don't need to have a separate policy for this coverage. Do you have any other concerns?
No, I think we have everything covered. Pretty much covered everything.
Great. Let's get this paperwork completed so you can get out and enjoy your new car.